What is up, everybody? It is Strider again. This time we are going to be talking about Red Deck Wins, which basically is just a mono red aggro deck. I was in the wrong spot. I'm sorry, guys. If we go over here, let's take a look. Like always, I will post. I will post this to Tapped Out in the YouTube description there. Let's just go over the deck. This is one of the weird. The average power level of a red deck is probably lower than most other decks, but you don't actually care that much. You're really just trying to get in there. So we just kind of needed more 1-drops, and I think a 2-power one. I think this split is fine. I think I want some 2-power is more important than the ability to ping something for one a lot of times. I don't know, I go back and forth on that. You'll see we don't actually have that many great options at the 1-mana spot. At least I don't yet. No, most of these cards are from Origins. In fact, I think this deck could be built entirely out of Origins cards. Just something you could note, so when you go to build it or play it, you know, you can just do that. Let's see, we got the full 3. Okay, so yeah, 2 of these. Probably one of our weaker 1-drops. This right here is by far our strongest 1-drop. You play this on turn 1 and just get in a bunch of damage. Sometimes it is great. Pretty bad other turns, but turn 1 it's outstanding. Especially if you're on the play. This deck really wants to be on the play. Goblin Arsonist is up next. It's another 1-drop. It's not very strong. It's, I don't know. I don't love it, but you got to do what you got to do. We need 1-drops. What do we run right now? 4, 3, 9, 11. Yeah, 11's about. Sorry about that little ping you guys just heard. Yeah, just another one. This one is actually one of our better 1-drops. You see we have the full 4 here. It's just better than these cards in general because we're going to be playing 2-drops and stuff. Here's just a sheep removal spell. Cheap interaction's good in this deck because sometimes, like, you go turn 1, this guy pass, they go land, go, you go turn 1, another one of these, leave up this, they play a blocker, then you can just kill it into turn and then keep developing your board on the next turn. Titan Strength, get more damage through. Sometimes you get like sweet combos where like they don't block something and you get in like 8 damage with like 2 of these or something. Abbott is card advantage and just one of our best 2-drops. If you have nothing else to do on turn 2, please play this. But if you have other things to do, you might consider waiting on it just so you can get that card advantage going. Subterranean Scout is actually pretty good with Foundry Street Denizen and the Glory Chaser. It gets the Glory Chaser in if they have a blocker. And Foundry Street Denizen, you can play this to get it to up to 2 power, and then let's say you have other things you can play, you can kind of cheat it up to 3. So just decent in this deck. I'm still considering actually siding in some of these. I see Majoring Bully a lot actually, and I actually think he's pretty decent, so I don't know, I've been thinking about that. I see a lot of builds with like Infectious Bloodlust. That card's pretty good too. I don't know yet. I go back and forth on a lot of this. I don't know exactly which one's the best and everything, but you know, I might try a build with those out later. Call of the Full Moon, just so much damage so quickly. Sometimes they just cannot deal with, you know, I don't know, 4-3 attacking them on turn 2. Some people just fold to that. Twin Bolt, just more cheap interaction. Good in the mirror because there's so many 1-drop or so many 1 toughness guys that you kind of just get to ping them both and maybe get a 2-for-1 there. Dragon Fodder, pretty good. Great with this guy mainly. Also just harder for like control decks to deal with. If you're playing a control deck, they might have to use 2 spells to kill it if they don't have a counter. Chandra, just kind of the, I don't know, the strongest card in the deck probably. Well, this card might be strong. I don't know. But just a pretty strong card. Well, this card's actually the strongest card in the deck. But no, this card can be a win condition. Sometimes you just play this on turn 3. And if you untap, a lot of times you have like a 1-drop and a 2-drop in your hand. And you can just flip her. It's pretty great. Gear per Gear Crafter, just another decent 3-drop that makes 2 bodies, hard to deal with for control. Gives you a flyer, gives you some evasion sometimes. You just need to get that last couple points of damage in, and that can really help push it through. Exquisite Firecraft. just some more burn to the face. We got 3 twin bolt, 2 of these. Not the most burn, but some. And just kind of allows you to really get in there. Only the 21 mountains. I think 21's about right when you look at the curve. I don't know. You could convince me to go down to 20, but I think it's close. Yeah, I don't know. I really am considering taking this out for this. How many non-creatures do we have? Oh, wait, it says right here 19. So we have 19 non-creatures. That's a lot. If we cut, say, a mountain. Let's try a 2-2 split. Let's try a 2-2 split. Let's run it like that. Let's just see how that works. Yeah. So that's the deck. Again, notice pretty much all this is in Origin, so you don't really need to unlock too much out of BFC. BFC didn't add a ton to this deck. I see some people trying to play like Rolling Thunder in it, and that's just bad because you're never going to get enough mana to make that good. And if you do, you're going to lose the game because you just ran out of gas. What else? This card's reasonable. I've seen people play it. I've lost to it. It can do some good things. Fire Mantle Mage is a maybe in this deck, I think. Thopter Engineer. I went back and forth between Thopter Engineer and this card, but I think just the fact that this gives an extra power is worth it. Unless you're playing a very heavy... I don't really like going up to 4. I know this card is very powerful, but I really don't like going to 4 in this deck. 21 lands, going to be hard to get to 4. I'm just seeing if there's anything else. Yeah, I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think. Yeah, I'll post this up on Tapped Out and on YouTube, and then we'll get a game up. All right, thanks for watching, guys.